What's up, Willow Monkeys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, what we're going to talk about is Stripe Capital. Yes, that's right. Stripe, the payment processor, allows you to actually get active capital based on your transactional history of about 6 months or so. Now, this is a newer program that they're rolling out, and I got some data points that I wanted to share with you. So let's dive into it. Okay, so first off, there's no credit check of any kind since this is a business payment processing, right? Like you should be processing payments through this, through your business. It will get reported to the business credit bureaus as well. We'll cover that in just a minute, which ones. Also, too, understand that this isn't being rolled out to everybody. Apparently, you got to have at least 6 months of payment history, if not more, to even, so you get an email and then there'll be a new available section in your Stripe account when you log in. You'll get like a little banner notification and a couple other places. So they're going to try and push you into it once they create the offer for you. And once they create the offer, it's like a pre-approval essentially. So it'll tell you how much that you qualify for, and it'll tell you what your flat rate fee is. So it'll tell you exactly how much you're going to pay back in terms of a fee, which it's okay from the example that we were sent. And then also too, there'll be a percentage of sales that go towards repayment. And this seems to range from like, I don't know, 5% to over 20%. So the example that we got was 20% will go towards the repayment of the loan. Now, another interesting thing is that they've got a minimum, what they call a minimum, which is like, let's say $1,000 or $2,000 within a 60-day period. Now, if your sales drop off or if something happens and you're not able to cover that, they will auto deduct after, I don't know, X amount of days just from your business checking that you have linked up, which this shouldn't be like completely new to you, because if for some reason like you have to process a refund and they already processed your money before, like they'll just auto deduct it from your bank account too, which I'm sure you've had happen. That's how they usually do it. So it just depends on like the speed of which those things are happening, but they're just giving, taking and giving back and forth to your checking account all the time anyways. So again, this should be fairly normal for you to expect, right? But let's dive into some actual details here. Make this big. Here's the page. So it's stripe.com/capital. And you can see like the loans, just to tell you, from what I could find, go up to at least $150,000, but I would assume it'd be more. So this is one of the bigger loan programs that I know of that's completely soft pull. Actually, I think this is the largest. Yeah, this might be the actual largest pre-approval, soft pull, completely business credit line that you can get. Yeah, might be. So you can get at least $150,000 is what I found. They're using examples here to where you can actually like pick your loan amount. So I would assume like probably anything over like 10,000 that they can, you can actually pick which one you want. Whereas something smaller like 1,000, 5,000, you probably just can't even pick. So, all right, what else did I want to show you here? Yeah, so you see 9% of sales towards repayment, 12%, 15%. In the example that we were sent, it was 20%, which again, it's not bad. It definitely ensures that you're gonna, pay off the loan and you don't really have to worry about it. It also said somewhere, I think that it wants you to pay off the loan in 12 or 18 months. This is backed by Celtic Bank. They actually back quite a bit of credit cards and different loan, line of credit type offers. So expect your similar business practices with Celtic, which I think they're pretty straightforward. I haven't really heard too many horrible things about them, considering how many different credit products they back, right? They back a lot. So as we grow out the program, it'll set to expand. So basically, they're just rolling this out slow is what it looks like. Not much else going on this page. This FAQ is actually really, really good. So it tells you literally everything that you want to know. Look at this from start to bottom. Okay, so let's go through it, right? One at a time, because there is some interesting things here. And I wouldn't call it a gotcha, but there is something that you should know about, and it's all the way at the bottom. So bear with me. Let's dive into it. Okay, they're using eligibility based on a combination of factors, at least 6 months of processing history. Okay, so applying for the loan does not require a personal credit check, like I said, and won't affect your personal credit at all. All right, here's where it reports to. Stripe Capital reports loan performance to for U.S. businesses to the Small Business Financial Exchange, the SBFE. They'll use that information and syndicate it out. So which ones will actually pick that up? I don't know. The SBFE is like, it's kind of interesting. Like sometimes it seems to like really push your data out, Dun & Brad to, Experian, everyone, and then sometimes it doesn't. So it just depends. But I would say that like this would be an easy way if you're out there making money, but still quite not enough to get onto like Capital on Tap or any of these other business funding yet. If you're in that like $1,000 to $9,000 per month range, they're gonna offer you a loan. So that would be an option that you could have. And again, even if you didn't need it, just as a sort of, it's almost like an overdraft fee protection, and possibly builds credit, because the SBFE, like I said, is, again, I'd rather have that than nothing, right? And I'd rather have this than a bunch of net 30s. So again, to kind of qualify it, I hope that helps. All right, can I request different offer amount? When you log into the capital tab on your dashboard, you can use the slider. Okay, cool. So I would assume that you gotta have like a minimum to even be able to get a slider. Like if you're getting a $1,000 loan, you're not gonna get a slider. Okay, how quickly will you get your funds? Within 1 to 2 days. The offers expire within 30 days, which they had mentioned that as well. Okay, am I eligible for a new offer while paying down an existing loan? This is good to know. Your account is evaluated for additional funds when you've paid at least 75% of your loan. Be aware that making a manual payment to repay 75% of your loan doesn't automatically qualify you for a new offer. So you can't really use that strategically and stack your offers unless you also too have increasing revenue coming in. So you could be playing those two side by side. Your revenue's increasing and you go and make like a big payment, right? And get 75% of the loan paid off. I think you're probably gonna get another offer. Again, like we would just have to work a little strategy on that, right? All right, so I told you about the flat fee. There's no other fees. It does not work like an origination fee to where it's like, it's taken right off the top and then you get the balance of it as part of your monthly payment, right? So I like that it's a flat fee. I like that. We collect repayment automatically through a percentage of your Stripe sales, known as repayment rate. Okay, what did I want to show you here? Okay, can I pay off my loan early? Yes, of course you can. Just go to make payment under the capital tab. Here we go. What is a minimum? So a minimum is the amount that you're required to repay every payment period. Stripe automatically deducts a percentage of your sales, the repayment rate, which counts towards your minimum. If the total amount that you repay through sales doesn't meet the minimum, you must repay the remaining amount at the end of the period. What they mean by that is they don't email you. That I don't even know if they let you know. They might, but just expect them to automatically deduct that from your checking account at that point. And they'll tell you all that up front though. And you can go and find that in the capital tab. Like they'll actually explain to you what the minimum is, what the terms are. Like this minimum in 60 days, 90 days, whatever, right? Minimums ensure that you repay your loan within 18 months. So there you go. I said 12 months earlier. I'm wrong. It was 18. What happens if you miss it? We take additional action as detailed in your loan contract. You definitely want to read the loan contract always. Always. Okay, here's a couple examples. Let's just breeze through those. Your minimum amount. So you've successfully met your minimums through daily sales deductions. Your minimum amount is $2,000 for a 60-day period ending on March 1st. In that period, you repaid $2,500 of your loan balance through Stripe deducting a fixed percentage of your sales volume. So it's not gonna just stop at $2,000. Like it says, it's gonna take a certain amount, whether that's 10%, 5%, 20%. And in that 60-day period, you have to at least hit that minimum. But if you don't, if you hit more, that's better. In the next 60-day period, you must still meet the minimum of $2,000, right? Make sense? You don't meet your minimum through deductions. There it is right there. On March 1st, Stripe will automatically debit $500 from your bank account because let's say you only hit $1,500, and so there's $500 balance left, as we covered. All right, here is the last part. Yeah, see, collateral for loans in the amount of $150,000 or less. I think $150,000 is the max, but still crazy. Who are they showing up as? The UCC stuff I wanted to share with you. So I don't know if this isn't really a gotcha, but you definitely need to know this, and this is why you need to read the docs. A UCC1 statement is a publicly available notice filed by a creditor that secures the creditor's interest in certain assets of a debtor. Meaning, I guess you could say it's kind of similar to being in a number one position on a mortgage, which is what a mortgage loan does, ALOC, HELOC, etc. They're all trying to grab the number one position on your loan in case you default, in case something happens. They essentially can ensure that they will get their money, is what it sounds like. Creditors file UCC1 statements with the Secretary of State where a business debtor is incorporated at the time of the loan. So based on where you're saying your business address is and all your business information, that's where they'll file this. And then can you actually get this removed or released? After you finish paying off your loan, you can reach out to us with a request to terminate the UCC1 filing. So you have to do that manually. They won't automatically do that. And I guess that's kind of like the gotcha, is that you got to stay on top of it. And I assume that they're doing this because if you got a loan once, like why wouldn't you just keep doing it? So let's just keep this open, let's keep this active. But understand that, yeah, they're not playing around. What if I was asked about a UCC lien, but I didn't recognize the security party? So here is theirs. Not even gonna try and pronounce that. That's their third party representative. So anyways, that's really like the only, I guess, downside to it is like they are securing that loan. You will have to pay that regardless if you were to default or if things go bad for you. But overall, I think this is a great option. And yeah, go through it. if you qualify, especially like if you've already got some sort of online hustle where you're selling like a digital service or some sort of online service, then just start channeling all or some of your revenue through Stripe, even though they take 3%. I mean, PayPal, Stripe, they all take 3% or around there. 2.5 to 3% is normal now. So, and I know that sucks, but start running some of it through Stripe, and then they're gonna qualify you in 6 to 8 months, let's say. There you go. Like that'd be the easiest way to do this is if you already had existing money. Or if you're looking to just get set up to run some of your sales through this, 10, 20%, you would hit this, it'd take you longer, but again, and then you'd have this loan as an option if you wanted to do that as well. Anyways, if you've gotten this Stripe Capital, I'd love to hear how it's gone for you in the comments below, or if you got something to add, something I missed, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. That's it, see ya. Hey, you should subscribe. 60% of you are not subscribed yet, right there. Okay, bye.